I haven't seen angles this sexy since my Cybertruck self-combusted. It's the Casio EFB108D. Let's find out what makes it tick. Oh God, I can't believe I said that. This Casio Edifice comes in at £100 or around $100. Anyone would think the currency rate for dollars to pounds is 1 to 1. It is, if you're buying Casio watches apparently. The EFB108D is a 45mm stainless steel quartz watch that weighs in at 133 grams. You're getting 100 metres of water resistance and a sapphire crystal. And it's been on the Ozempic too. This is one skinny watch. It is less than 9mm thick, clocking in at 8.7mm. The Casio Edifice line is usually for sporty designs. Often they're linked to motorsports. This one is more on the elegant side though. The design takes a lead from the Royal Oak and the Tissot PRX. And although you can see what it's been inspired by, this is definitely its own watch. It features a round bezel on an angular case design. It kind of looks like a PRX that has been hitting the gym and started drinking 5 protein shakes a day. The case is finished to a really high standard throughout. We've got a mix of polishing and brushing, and it works really well. I'd say this watch looks and feels like a watch at least double its price. On the rear, we've got a screw-down case back, but we don't have a screw-down crown. I'm not exactly sure why. The EFB108D comes with either a white or a black dial. The white is more of a silver though, and the dial's got a really nice brushed finish, which gives it a little bit of something else. On the dial, we've got a date window, which I do like on my analog watches. I rarely know the date without having to refer to something. The hands are quite a unique design, and I think they look good. I particularly like the blue second hand. It has a nice pop of colour, and there's a little bit of lume on the hour and minute hand too. More on that later. If you like the design of this watch, but you prefer a different coloured dial, or you think it's a little bit too big, there are some similar models to this in the Edifice line that follow the same design with a few minor tweaks. I'd recommend taking a look at the EFRS108D if that is the case. We've got an integrated bracelet on this one, so don't be thinking that you'll be switching the straps easily. I'd pretty much forget about swapping straps on this. It's probably not going to happen. The bracelet though is excellent. It's really, really good. It's got solid links and they follow the angular design of the case. This isn't a bracelet that rattles, not when it's on the wrist anyway. Now I know I only really wear and review budget watches, but this is comfortably the best bracelet I've ever seen. We do have a fairly basic clasp. It has got 4 micro adjustment positions, so there should be no issue getting a good fit on this watch. At 45mm, I think this watch is a touch too big for my 6.75 inch wrist, but I almost get away with it due to its very slender profile. It feels great on. It weighs just about the right amount to make it feel like you're wearing something of a certain quality without it being too heavy and cumbersome. And it goes with pretty much any outfit too. This will wear really well casually, and you can dress it up. You really can dress this watch up. It's a good looking watch, no doubt about that. As we know, no watch is perfect, and I have got a few minor niggles with this watch, but in all my reviews to date, this is the watch that I've probably got the least amount of issues with. First up is the Edifice logo. It just does not fit this style of watch. It looks like a logo from a driving game on a PS2. I don't know if the Edifice logo is supposed to look a little bit cheap, but it does. Come on Casio, this watch is just way too slick for the Edifice logo. My second issue with this watch is the movement. Maybe I'm getting a little bit spoiled by the sweeping second-hand movement that we see on a lot of AliExpress watches these days, but I'd love to see a sweeping second-hand here. Maybe they can't do that and keep the watch so slim though. I don't know. But the good news is that the second hand does hit the mark as well. And finally, and this is a recurring problem on analog Casios, certainly in the budget range, the lume is not good. We've got lume on the hour and minute hands. It's quite a weak lume and it doesn't last long. Once again, and I've said this before on Casio reviews, if you're going to put bad lume on, I'd rather you just didn't put any lume on at all. Final thoughts on the Edifice. At the price, this is a very slick looking watch. It will work for you in a whole host of different situations. You can wear it casually and you can dress it up. It's got excellent finishing and the slim profile is really neat. If you can get past the Edifice logo, I think you're onto a winner here. I wish that Casio would just move this out of the Edifice collection and just have the Casio logo on it. But even so, I still think this is a very, very good watch for the money.